Hi, my name is Marina Weisband. I'm an educational psychologist, former political director of the Pirate Party of Germany, and currently the project manager of the Aula project at politik-digital.de. We know that young people from the age of about 12 make reflected decisions. So this is the point where we should start teaching them things they will need later in life, like creating own ideas and writing them, advocating them, discuss with each other, find compromise, and find supporters for your opinion and vote on them. And not as a mob following the most populist thought, but as a network with emergent intelligence. And thus, the Aula project was born. It is financed by the Federal Agency for Civic Education and implemented with the help of politik-digital.de. The goal of the project is to develop and test a software and a manual for lessons for continuing implementation of a participatory system throughout school life. And this is how it works. First, a contract is signed between the school board, the teachers, the students, and the parents. The school board signs a voluntary commitment to implement all the ideas that the students have voted upon. In the contract, they outline the frame within which students can decide on things and what they cannot decide. Students receive an account for an online platform. They can access it via their phones or the computers any time of day and night. There they choose a room. Some issues concern the whole school, some issues just the class or the afternoon club. In the room, they can create their own ideas to improve anytime. The ideas don't have to be very elaborate, 2 sentences are enough. In the next step, students browse through the new ideas and find the ones they find interesting enough to talk about. And they have a button, put it on the table. If a sufficient number of students puts a proposition on the table, it is on the table, where it's open for discussion. Discussion takes place both online and offline. Online, through change suggestions that can be voted up or down. And offline, in weekly lessons, where students get space to introduce their ideas, discuss them, get help from teachers and suggestions from teachers, find similar ideas and opposing ideas, and to advocate their ideas, make posters, and so on. This is where the learning really takes place. This process takes 2 weeks. After that, a proposal should be complete with all details and a proposition for financing. Now, next, the school board or the principal takes a look at it and has to decide whether it's feasible. If it's not and contradicts the contract, they have to dismiss the idea, providing an explanation. If it is feasible, the idea continues into voting. In the voting stage, students can vote themselves or delegate their vote to others. For instance, choosing between 2 books you have to read during class, one might want to delegate their vote to someone who has read both books. Now, once voting is over, saying yes or no to the single ideas, the ideas are sorted by popularity, and the most popular ideas are then implemented. Implementation is under the responsibility of the student who proposed the idea. Of course, teachers and parents can help, but only when asked. This kind of participation in everyday school life has a lot of advantages. First of all, identification and compliance with the school grow as students feel heard and respected. Vandalism and violence diminish. We know that from studies, obviously because no one would want to break something they have created themselves. This project is a fantastic project for integration of immigrant students. Not only does it teach the basics of democracy and how it works, but also it provides space to learn language because it gives students time and peace to write a text using translators and everything, and then present and voice their ideas. But most importantly, it changes the role of students. They are not only consumers of a world that is presented to them, but they are creators of society. This self-efficacy is not only very positive for children's development, but also for our society as a whole. In 2016-2017, this school year, aula is going to pilot in 4 different schools all over Germany. After that, the system can be evaluated and improved and can be adapted by other schools free of charge. And then we would like to expand to other countries as well as other forms of institutions. Every kind of closed institution is feasible. For instance, youth clubs or centers, community centers, religious communities, unions, and even companies. It is my dream that one day we will live as creators of society and solve difficult problems together to make life better.